Hello there, everybody. It is me, No Name 174, back with Rule the Waves 3 as France. It is April of 1948. And, excellent news. I finally followed through and moved Rule the Waves to my SSD. Okay, I did close the file thing. Good. So, yeah, currently in the situation where Devastation is gonna complete next month. Other than that, we're about 5 months out from a lot of rebuilds. I want to do some more expensive rebuilds, so I think Forbin's got to go in very soon, although I'm probably waiting on those remaining colonial corvettes to, go to Foreign Station before I do that. Although, honestly, not having that extra colony in Southwest Africa might make me consider that more. But Sully's also lost that second knot of speed, as well as Linois and Lavoisier. So I'm thinking these remaining Emile Bertins might get the upgrade soon. I could upgrade them to the R1947 standard, or I could upgrade them to a different standard. Um, I will have to see on that. The Cosmows are now starting to slow down. The Trouds are a little bit too. Leon Gambetta does need the missile rebuild. Victor Hugo needs a missile rebuild, and Latouche Treville needs a missile rebuild, but I might wait a little bit on Latouche Treville and just kind of let her engines age a little more. Jean Bar has now slowed down a knot, but yeah, a lot of these battleships need to start going in for missile rebuilds, and I think I'm gonna start with Alsace. So let me add the missile launchers first thing, and the reloads, because this is increasing my tops. I'm overweight, but it is also increasing my topside loading capability, so I would have to remove probably some anti-aircraft guns anyways. I'm curious. I cut this down. Would remove an anti-aircraft director, but I don't know if that's the right call. If we go to normal accommodations, though, we're fine. And then clear the tertiary graphics. Yeah, I think this will work. The other thought is I go to spacious accommodations again and don't have reloads on board. And I actually... No, that doesn't matter. That won't change it. So, have the reloads. She's fair in the reserve fleet, though, so the spacious accommodations are actually helping. Okay, now open design for rebuild. Mineral sauce. So little weight remaining. Where did it all go? Okay, yeah, clear the Tershbat. Probably to the ammo. I think it is worthwhile to at least get the missiles on her. Okay, so now she'll be out a year. Um, but that should help. That should help. I'm not gonna add reloads to these. I think right now the anti-aircraft is the better call. And I think it's better to reduce the main gun ammo slightly than it would be to the other consideration would have been messing with the torpedoes, but I think trying to get 100 out of the torpedoes, I think I would have had to cut them down to like single tubes. So I think this is the right call. It'll just take longer to rebuild, which is annoying, but what can you do? So there we go. That's Alsace. Hopefully that'll work. At some point I'll have to send the Clemenceau or Clemenceau Normandy, as well as like Richelieu and Jean Bar in. for rebuilds. I would say Strasbourg and Toulouse probably need some, but they're a little bit behind the refit curve, although Alsace was kind of at the same refit curve as Toulouse was. Actually, no, they're kind of ahead of the refit curve. I think Clemenceau and Normandy need to rebuild a little more, although I also might wait on them a little bit to see if their speed decreases again, and I can do an engine rebuild. Okay, sure, I'll send that in, and I will build larger docks. Because I need larger docks. I've not gotten them in a while. And that should be good enough for next turn. And hopefully I can keep getting these heavy anti-surface ship missiles. So one of my light cruiser divisions doesn't have a commander in charge. Good to know. I don't have a good above average. I have a contra admiral. Yeah, we can take him in charge. Ignore that they don't have any air units. I think I'm gonna need new aircraft in service to actually work that out. But yeah, right now, main targets for war, Germany, Italy, and Spain. We finished motor torpedo boat construction. Damn it, Devastation has trouble reaching her design speed. Damn it, Devastation. The Austrian government view all relations. So right now, Japan and Russia are at war. Japan's looking to go to war with Italy. We have an alliance with the US. Well, Britain has an alliance with Austria. Austria would probably get it eventually, but I want money. Yeah, I'll do it. And Austria's kind of weak at this point anyway, so that at least gives them something extra so that they don't get entirely beat up in an engagement. Alright, anyway, Devastation, hello there. Open design for a rebuild. So you literally just got completed and you are already, like, obsolete as fuck. Yeah, take the missiles. Um, we need to cut this down a lot. There we go. Okay, clear the tertiary graphics because they keep appearing for some reason. So, yep, Devastation will now be in, well, yeah, Devastation will now, you know, be a missile battleship, or have missiles. Do you really want to arm it? Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's fine. This is fine. So, she immediately needs to go in for a rebuild. Um, I think, let's see, yeah, let's see, France is probably furthest behind the curve. Paris is a bit behind, Corbeil is behind, and, Clemenceau and, Normandy are behind. Okay, it's still taking a while to load here, it seems. I'm not fully sure if the switch over did all that much. It seems a little shorter. Reserve you. Yeah, I think right now it's just send as many of the battleships and battlecruisers in to get missiles as I possibly can. Alright, so this is using a... Yeah, this is using the 6-inch as the main secondaries, and then the 4-inch as the dual purpose extra guns. So we'll see what the weight looks like with all of this fitted out. Yeah, not good enough, and I'd probably want to get autoloaders here too. Um, so my thoughts doing a full SecBat rebuild on these battleships. Oh, how do they go down to 3-inch autoloaders? It didn't quite work actually. Hmm. Okay. So here is my thought. No more tertiary guns. Clear the tertiary guns from her. We cut her SecBat down to 4-inch. Dual purpose autoloaders. Um, and we give her 24 of them. So that gives her more heavy anti-aircraft capacity, hopefully a little bit more of an ability. I think it'll be a little bit less of an ability to fight off like cruisers. Um, hopefully, this will still be pretty good. It'll be an expensive rebuild, but it should work. Okay, we'll put that there. Actually, no, that's kind of the last one, so I think we should have like a set of guns there. Actually, no. Set position, you go there. You go here. And then missiles can go here. Position these missiles about there. And, that's eating up a little bit of cost. Or, a bit of cost, but I believe that's a good call. That's gonna be a really, really good call. Yeah. It just increases their heavy anti-aircraft factor. It, gives them some immunity to incoming missiles. And it's gonna make those ships really, really difficult to deal with. Um, yeah, I do have to send in the remaining cruisers in Forbin. I think Forbin, I'm gonna wait for those other. Again, I'm gonna wait for the other ships to come out though, the other trade protection ships before sending Forbin in for her missile rebuild. The Goi Twas are actually probably really good candidates because it could remove the mines from them. Um, okay, there we go. Let's send in the Richelieus, which have a little bit more weight remaining right now. Heavy SSM. Give me 4 of these. So you already have the medium anti-aircraft guns. Can't quite get as many as I'd want, so I could remove a plane. That works. Always remove the seaplane hangar, remove 2 aircraft. Try to get autoloaders on the orange. Do something like this. Yeah, that's a good amount of heavy anti-aircraft, good amount of medium. So, and I think it would be most fun to place the missiles back here on the old hangar. Hold on. There we go. I like how the missile arcs are a little bit off to the side on either side as well. Anyways, there we go. That's the Richelieu class. Getting missile rebuilds. And hopefully, by equipping the battleships with only one set of missiles, it means that you can't actually have a missile like hit the reloads of these ships, which I think is more or is kind of important. Um, and then having the reloads on smaller, more expendable vessels is probably a little better. I think France will need to go in for a rebuild next. Just, get it done for all of these, for all these capital ships. So radar director, we'll work on that later. Radar limit 5. 4 missiles. We gotta cut back on this. And we're good. So, yep, France is very much a ship that can receive missiles. The only question is where to put them. My thought is kind of angle them a little weirdly over these turrets. And I guess it's going a little bit over the back end of the mast. There. Set those there and position the F mounts maybe up here. So there we go. Yeah, more than 8 medium directed anti-aircraft mounts is excessive, but I am okay with that. Just increase the chance of shooting down jets and missiles. That's what I want. It would be really nice to, in just one fell swoop, get my entire battle line upgraded to the point they have missiles. But I think it's gonna be... I think I will send in the de Goitois next for missile rebuild. I actually wonder if you keep a ship in construction or under refit, do their engines still degrade? Alright, anyway, de Goitois class cruisers. Clear out the mines. Increase the radar limit. Need the radar director. Maybe go down to 1 graphics wise. Get rid of the plane. I might ditch the plane on these. Move the mine rails. Yeah, let's ditch the plane. Okay, clear out 2 of those. Oh god. Edit the reloads. Edit the reload a little more. Okay, we're a little bit below. Now we're okay. Now we're okay. We could also cut torpedo tubes out if needed. But I think that's okay. So let me remove the graphics for the float plane. So, this is getting more missiles, but it's not quite quite as many as I want. But the de Goitois were cheaper cruisers anyway, so there we go. That'll give me more missiles in the Navy. Which is, I mean, the entire point of this is just, how many extra missiles can I get? You know, how many missiles can I just build to fling at the enemy? And the more of my ships are being refit with missiles, the more that Alpha Strike capability goes up. And if I can get that Alpha Strike capability to a really good level and I get in a battle, it's like kind of an automatic victory. Um, it's like, sure, you know, they could have more modern ships than me, but if I have all of my ships modernized with missiles strapped to them, you know, having a couple modern ships is not gonna do that well. Okay, so you need a machinery replacement. You'd benefit from the better diesels. ASW would be good, but I need that additional radar. I'm probably gonna have to make the decision to not do that. I love auto-loading guns. Um, okay, so that is an increase of what? 9 to get the forward double. Then I'm removing 13 and 12, which means I am saving mass. Okay. Um, on the other hand, you definitely need missiles. But what if I go down to 31 knots? What if I cut out a torpedo tube? Okay, that's just enough. I'd love to get radar limit 5 on these. A little difficult. I'd love to get autoloaders on them. Oh, I'm above the topside capacity. Interesting. Probably need that extra radar limit. Figure out where to get that from. Only have. Oh god, I couldn't even carry any medium anti-aircraft. Okay, give me 2 medium anti-aircraft guns. I should probably only be getting. Let's rework these again. Open design for rebuild. Okay. Try this again. Replace machinery. Go to diesel. First thing. Radar director, medium anti-aircraft guns. Give me radar level 4. Get rid of these 2 turrets and give me that. These are not big ships, so I should probably only be going for 1 missile tube on them. Or not 1 missile tube, but 1 missile tube of each type on them. If I cut it back to 31 knots and get rid of that, actually, can I keep it at 32 and get rid of that? Yes, I can. But it reloads. So the reloads are eating into my capacity a bit. So let's say I get that, have no reload there, I'm good. And I could invest it in a light anti-aircraft gun. Although I do need that advanced director. So I can't invest it in a light anti-aircraft gun. But we can keep them at the 32 knot speed that they had previously. And I mean, the other thought is that I could accept the ships being slightly overweight. What does that do? Okay, that's seriously overweight. So we can't go that far. We can, that's normal overweight. So benefit damage control. Let's see. We're slightly overweight with a single anti-aircraft gun. I don't think a single light anti-aircraft gun matters enough to make a ship's, you know, slightly overweight. I think having the radar, that's going to be way more important. So, um, yeah. Now, the other thing is I could put, I think I do keep the turret forward and aft on the Joy class. So, there we go. Not the greatest missile rebuild of all time, but it's a missile rebuild. It will get me, you know, 2 missiles per ship. So that's 12 missiles total between these 6 destroyers. And, And yeah, this should just make things really fun whenever an enemy wants to fight me, because it's just like, all my ships have missiles. How many missiles do you want, flung at you? There we go, and that has pushed me over the budget. So I think with that, we go next turn and get some more stuff done. So in the next turn, Duquesne, Colbert, Algerie, Tourville, and St. Louis, their rebuilds will complete. The Epee rebuilds are almost done. I just love looking at this and seeing how many heavy surface ship missiles are just being refit to everything now. Seriously wonder what the enemy navies will be like. Would probably just be like, oh, Jesus Christ, France, what are you doing? It's called making sure that if you fight me, your ass gets deleted off the planet. What is this? What is your recommendation on how to spend the money? Yeah, let's do highway system. Well, long-term economic development. Okay, so if I reserve these ships again, at Etage, I should be a little bit in the black, which means let's see what else can get missiles. Um, Protect class. How about you guys? You recently got a big rebuild, but not quite enough. Okay, so Protect class. Let's go to autoloaders. Let's get rid of the R. You guys did recently get an engine rebuild, so I'm gonna keep it with that. Missile launcher, heavy SSMs. Uh, Give me those. Get rid of the H and I torpedo mounts, but you are going to need radar directed fire control. You're a little overweight now. You could literally get rid of this. Or I get rid of that. I'd love to get that extra radar. A little tricky. I think I'd have to get rid of another turret here. So I could consider doing that. Bringing these down to 6 gunships. With more ammo. Which I think is going to be a little bit more useful. Okay, so you don't get the reloads. You are going to get the good alpha strike capability though. So I have an interesting idea on kind of how I want to make these look. So my thought is the back two I angle, the front two I really don't. Actually, no, I think I do need to angle these in. So there we go. That is now the Protect class. Getting missiles. Losing some of their 4-inch guns, losing some of their firepower, but getting heavy, heavy surface ship missiles. So yeah, that'll be fun, just deleting enemies. I mean, the Saber class lost even more of their guns to get the missiles. But, at this point, it's just like, yeah, how many missiles can I throw at the enemy? It's a very, very good question. And frankly, the Tiger Escopette Catapult class, they're looking pretty close. Flamberge class, they're looking pretty close to getting missiles. The missile conversions of the Epee class are almost done. So, yeah, I say we go next turn. Someone has no commander. Is that one of the, okay, that's a couple of the cruisers. So, Duquesne has no commander. We have an above average weight in there. Don't have a brilliant. I would consider that above average. Yeah, I'll grab the above average and then consider promoting them to the other ship, and then the Cosmo class you can grab an unknown, which I'd rather have than a below average. Because like, if it's an unknown, there's a 60% chance. Maybe not 60%, but like probably a little higher than 60% chance that it will be better. I mean, higher, yeah, probably higher than a 60% chance it'll be better than a below average. Um, there do in general seem to be less incompetence and less brilliance in the other one, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 5 or 10, maybe 5, 10, even 2% incompetent or brilliant. It's probably heavily weighted towards average, above average, and below average. Um, maybe it's like 30 or 40% average or something. But yeah, the chance of an unknown being better than a below average is higher than the chance of it being equal or lower to a below average. Anyway, we got another cruiser done and a bunch of destroyers. Oh, radar countermeasures. Angled flight deck, finally! Oh, I've wanted that tech for so long. Anyways, new medium bombers. So we got four choices. Lure, Lord, Olivier, a block, and a lure. Oh my god. The first of those two names are so similar. So, I think I'm gonna immediately block the choice of the Leo 297. It cannot carry a torpedo. No matter what the other stats are, which the other stats don't make it look like the best. Um, the block looks like the best from what I'm seeing. The Lure 300 does have a little bit better toughness. Um, but the block has the best range by far and the best speed. Jesus Christ, this can reach 1,000. Can reach 1,000 nautical miles with 2,000 with four 2,000-pound bombs. You can carry a heavy or with a heavy anti-surface ship missile. Okay, so more ships have completed. Welcome back, Chunzi. Welcome back a number of the Epee class. Which if I look at my not preferences, doctrine. How's my missile storage cost going? Ships is 835, air units 107, total 942. I'm really, really hoping that keeps going up as as this happens, as the entire Navy just converts over to missiles. Anyways, um, Joffre and Lafayette. I have been waiting for this, so better to go oil turbine on these still. We need jet capable. We need the angled flight deck. Actually, it's an interesting option to not go jet capable right now. Um, I might save that for later because that is seriously cutting back the number of planes that this can carry. And I'm not sure that's the right call right now. Put that back down. My thought process here is that I I do this for now. I put on the jet capable later on into the ship's career because right now what I'm probably looking at doing is using a complement of dive bombers and light jet fighters, using the dive bombers to carry missiles and torpedoes, and then the light jet fighters to protect them and possibly carry some heavy bombs too. Um, And with that sort of combo, it's probably about 2/3 dive bombers, 1/3 light jet fighters. The light jet fighters are taking about a 1.5 penalty. Um, but that's not horrendous, a 1.5 penalty. Um, on the other hand, the aft end of the ship is probably not going to have these, anymore. But I've put them on the front end of the ship. Okay, anyway, so structure 3, okay. That's structure 3, structure 4 is back there. So, wait, no, that's edit hull form. Move. So I did that with that structure. Um, okay, so I need to do asymmetric superstructure. So here's my thought. On structure 4, this gets moved out to the side. I'll have to move the location of a couple of those guns around too. You know what? Here's what I do. Actually, you know what? Let's move this a little bit over. We'll do that one angled 9. We'll do that to about there. 10. Then 11 is right there. I can adjust one of these points just a little more too if I really need to. How about I do this then? Then move this out to the side more. 3, okay, you know what? 3, Three's whole shape needs to be reconstructed, let's be honest. So 3 will now go back to there. Go to there. Actually, you know what? No. Yeah, 3 will now go back there. Go over there. Go up to here. Here, I'm gonna do like this, this, then this. Structure 3. Okay, so structure 5, I think I'm gonna completely change. So I'll do that in a moment. The structure 6 is over there. I'll have to modify some of the other stuff here, but my thought is I get rid of these right now. And then I load an equipment shape. And then I'm gonna save them elsewhere. So Um, so let's do CV deck 2 white. Um, so in this case, it would be, how do I want to handle this? So let's try a non-asymmetric one. I'm gonna probably, no, I will try an asymmetric one. Um, and then this will probably have to be something I mess with on future iterations of angled deck carriers. Another thought is I just kind of I might actually just get rid of the French flag from the carriers entirely at this point. I think I will. I think the French flag's days on the aircraft carriers is is gone. Um, you know, I will do that, and then yeah, the rest of that can stay the same. Um, yeah, I think that's just gone. So, what else do I need to remove? CV arresting gear. Let's set rest angle. Maybe not quite to that. 352 maybe? Yeah. Set rest angle 352. 352. Okay. Set position. So yeah, now now we're talking about proper angled flight deck carriers. I guess the French logo is getting kind of removed from the back end of these. Actually, I have an idea. So what if I do like this, and then that there? We're going to do a little extension out. Um, 6 can, or 0.6 can go there. Yeah, that's kind of weird, but I think it'll work. Let me move some of the elevators around too. Well, I will have to. I'll probably have to mess with the planes as well. Um, so we have this. That elevator's got to be removed. Um, New side elevator. Like, that's a somewhat reasonable location, but I don't know. CV elevator, rectangle, tan. I want, so those are the 36 by 44. This is the next smallest size I can get. Actually, it might be interesting to put this about here. I'm just going to remove all of the CV's elevators. Actually, you know what? I think if we're avoiding the rectangles, some of the octagon ones can be pretty good. Or is it hexagon brown? Or the cruciform tan? I think it's octagon brown, which might be the pretty. Oh no. Great. What about gray warm? And hexagon brown. Let's try hexagon brown 45. That's not great. No oval tan. Hey, no, that's not great. Tingle brown 2? That's way too brown. I think, like this one might be okay. I think this is one I'm using a lot on my other carriers. The elevator T-shape, your triangle, and the dark yellow. Yeah, I think I just stick to the tans. I think this is gonna be a larger one. Yeah, let me again try to find more of these. So yeah, don't want to use those. Yeah, 54 by 22 and a 60 by 24. The 60 by 24 is a very long elevator. What is that even being used for? I don't know. Anyway, let's copy this elevator and set it somewhere. Where is a good question. It's a big ass elevator, but for bigger aircraft operation, we are probably gonna need it. Okay, so I think I'll put it there. Um, okay, so boats. Boat 40-foot with divisions. That one stays. That's part of the funnel decoration. That position, yeah. Remove, remove, remove. Don't make the boats visible. There's this crane. Mirror it. Remove the previous one. Mirror that one again, and then remove that one. So the crane remains where it is. Okay. Ugh. Let me actually look up French aircraft carrier markings. So list of French aircraft carriers. Because I know that they do have, some with the angled flight deck. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is whether the ones that they built on their own, like Clemenceau and Foch, are the first ones, or whether that Colossus class they had any or had it. And I don't think that Colossus class didn't. It looks like. Did she? Oh no, she was. She was. Okay. Um. French aircraft carrier arrow inches. Angled flight deck. I want to see if I can find any images with this. France Y. Okay, I see how they did it now. They added a slight bulging about here. And the angled flight deck is basically like this. It's barely anything to the point where it's intersecting with the catapult. France. Why? Okay, fine. She was a light carrier. She's half the size of this thing. But, when were these originally built? 1929. Okay, so let me see how they set up the Clemenceau class. Well, I actually have an idea on how to do my structure now. Okay, so here's my thought. Or Okay, you know what? So that's 12, 13, 14, 15 is there, and then the rest of those points are used. I don't really have a good choice with this. I would have to get rid of some of those, so yeah, leave this as is. Um, Actually, France did keep a did put an elevator not off to the side here. But let me set the so yeah, let me set the position of this elevator. Um, Maybe here. Yeah, I'll set it there, but I'll have to do some weird mirroring. This one I'll actually move forward a little bit. Get into the deck a little bit. This elevator is very big. Um, so if I'm putting it here, this is more similar to what like the forest stalls had. Um, yeah, let me get a different elevator. Not a lot of good choices. Like this one's not terrible looking, but I don't think that's appropriate. We need more de we need more tan elevators. Oh, the other thought is that I do mess with the flight deck color. I'm gonna have to use this elevator again. That just looks too small. You know what? Load equipment shape. Oh, that changed structure 6. Okay. Um, I'll redo that in a moment. Um, Look terrible as is, but oh, doesn't look great. Anyway, what I wanted to do was resize this layer. Well, we do that. We just bring it up like 8 points. Uh, there we go. Then save equipment shape. Um, we'll do NN CV Vater tan. I'll say medium. Save. Okay, so we can remove that. Get rid of 5. I'll have to change 6. So that's going to be in the NN. So that's going to be, yeah, this one. So then this one I can put here. And that actually fits way better. Let me resize. I would say let me resize structure 6. I think I just got to rework all of structure 6 again. Yeah, that works better. So I'm gonna copy that, remove this one. Uh, Set position of this over here. Mirror the crane, remove the old one, mirror it again, remove that crane. Okay. And then we'll get stuff set up here. Oh, no, just kind of cut across. Cut across here. Okay, that looks okay. Little redone superstructure bit. I actually do need to mess with some of these guns. Asymmetric turret positions. Um, Maybe these guns will go here now. Okay, graphics wise, actually 5, I need to give a nice whiter color to, a little bit off-white probably. So structure 2 and structure 1 need to be working. Let me make those lines for the moment so I can just kind of see where to put these. Okay, so that point went there. So I think you need to be stretched out there. Not what I wanted to click, that resizes all gun position distances and all decoration distances. 4 is going there. 4 should be more there. I mean, we could do 4 there too. 5's position back a little. Eight, 9, I'm gonna keep the same. That all I'm gonna keep the same. Right here where I'm not. This would have to go probably over here. That will get a little bit of a different angle at the end. Two structure is more equidistant. So here where you get this additional crossover, and it's there, it's that additional little crossover, which I'm going to be modifying mostly. I'm gonna start it there. Actually, you know what? This one really doesn't matter being there, so it can start like there. So this point no longer exists the same way, so that's gonna be a little bit off to the side there. Might do this, actually. Okay, this one right now doesn't really matter all that much, so let me move it like way across. I could put that one there. I don't know where I put this one. I'm just kind of leave it there. Actually, no. What if I do? I could move it up and get another detail point, but I'm thinking about moving it back. So let's say I do this one here, then 16 we can move here, 15 we can move there, 14 we can move there, 13 we can move there, which means I can adjust 12 a little better. So what if I do 13 there, then 12 back there, and then maybe 11 winds up actually going down. I'll do 11 a little bit off to the side. Oh wait, no, no. Selected 2. Didn't count my selection. Okay, so let's work on these. So how about we do 11 there. How about we do this? 10 goes down a little lower. 11 goes there. We move 12 back over this way. And 13. It goes out just a little bit astern here. Okay, I think that looks better. I think that gives these carriers a little bit better of an appearance. Okay, so structure 5, Jesus Christ, is taking a long time to do. But I should probably, get this all done, this massive carrier. So if I was looking at the deck layout, or the deck marking layout, I should specify, of and so. So I feel like what I'm gonna do is, let's do first of all, maybe a start non-asymmetric. So let's do this to start with. What? Okay, so 5.1 should be maybe back here. All right, now let me work with this asymmetric superstructure on. I need to figure out locations. Okay, so structure or point 1. Okay. Actually, I feel like it would only go back to about actually I'm gonna put that point in here. Point 2? How about this? 1.1 go up here. 2 is there. Um, 0.4. We'll go back here. I'm going to move 0.3 down a bit. And 0.4 bit. The point. Okay, so I actually probably. Let me figure out whatever this point is. So yeah, for now I'm just going to stick that one there. I can better get an idea of what I'm actually crafting. We can do that. Might want to actually mess with this somewhat because I don't really have that back portion of the carrier. So let's do this here. We'll do 9 over this way. Ten down. 11 will go vaguely over there. We'll figure this out a little later. 13. I can modify these points later. So 14, 15. 17. I think you go. You may even go a little. No, go there. 19 there. 20 there. 21 there. 22. 24 up, or 23's up there. Can I do 24, or am I like 1 point short now? Oh. Okay, let's try this again. Actually, no, hold on. 5. Yeah, it's the 1 point, which needs to be set to about there-ish. And what I could do is I could set the 0 point to exactly center. That. 19 rather to there. Okay, so actually, you know what? 21 should probably wind up getting set to about there in hindsight. Or maybe even like here-ish. Maybe not quite there. Okay, so we'll move 19 over this way. So by moving 20 up here. Okay, so I think I'll move 17 a little bit over this way. 16 likewise. Make this one a little thinner. 14 probably does need to move this way too. That would need to go there, but that actually really weird issue. And I need an extra point from somewhere. I'll have to do this. Hmm. What if I... Okay. I think I've lost all ability to do one of the things I intended to do. I'm actually gonna move this back. I think I need to move this one more this way and this, or point a little bit further to this side. What if I do like this? This though. It'll look weird. Actually, I might be able to make this work. That looks a little strange, but I think it kind of works. Alright, so first of all, mess with these. So let's try 345. I'll remove the second one and copy that one. The approximate right angle. When actually, I think I need a CV crash barrier. Probably. Actually, are those? I think those are wide enough. The 60 foots are wide enough. Where are the crash barriers? There's the resting gear. There they are. A 70-foot crash barrier, I think, will work. So 345 is the angle. That position, probably a bit further up the angled flight deck. Yeah, I'm liking how this looks so far. Um, okay, so with that all in place, I think I gotta move the jets themselves. So let me just remove the aircraft that are currently on here. So I'll reposition them. Are there any other visuals I need to add? Let me go to like CV bar or CV. What about broken safety line? So that's like a center to the carrier. Warning symmetric black. So that's like, kind of at the stern. Trying to think. Broad red 45 foot. That's for different carriers. That would be for like center stuff. Right, white thick foot. So that's something I could put back there if I really wanted to. It might not be quite what I want, but putting black, quite what I need. A CV bar T square. Okay, that's a really long one. There's certainly purposes for that. Warning yellow. CV bar black. Actually, this could work. What about broken safety line light blue? No. CV bar center line white. I'm just looking through these, so blacks. Yeah, okay, that's the one I had before. White deck line. Checkerboard black 60 foot. That's something which could go back there. There are multiple checkerboard patterns. Orange half moon, probably don't want red bright. Is that... I'll consider it. What about... What about red dark? Seemed like there were verticals. Darker 65, 45. I kind of like this darker red back there. Let's try 346. Let's see if that works a little better. 347. 8. No. 344. I think 344 works much better. Might need to move forward a little bit more and mess with 5 again. You can go up there. Honestly, you go over here. That also means that these arresting gears, I think they should probably go to 4-4 as well. Oh wait, no. These should probably be at 4-6. Looking at how the bar is off. So stuff's just a little bit off on this, but we're talking about 1 degree. Like 1 or 2 degrees. And then one thing which annoys me ever so slightly is that this is of inconsistent thickness up here. There we go. Okay, let me add planes. So CV light jet. So maybe we add one to the catapult, or add one to the elevator, sorry. Copy that. I'll put one of the catapults getting ready to launch. I'll add a couple DV regular aircraft. Gonna be up here, right? Yeah, like airplane 3 was airplane 3, I think what I had before. Okay then. Let me move the other light jet fighter up to maybe about there on the catapult. Actually, ooh, hold on. Let me remove that one. I'm gonna remove the 130-foot catapults. I'm gonna put in longer catapults. Catapult flight deck jets 180 foot. Let's see how well this fits. Yeah, that fits. I think that fits just a little bit better. Copy that. And there we go. I I think that's Jafra. I'm gonna see if I want to get another couple graphics on the deck, but I don't think I will. And you have the CV half moon thing. I want something here. Oh, this is the dual. Okay, so that's just 2 of those. There's actually something I'm seeing on like Clemenceau, which I kind of want. I'm not going to be able to get that thing exactly. Well, actually, I'm going to add a little radar on her. What would that be? Antenna. Let's add a 15-foot parabolic antenna above there. Because, yeah, next time she's in combat, that probably does matter. Hold on. No, that looks ugly. N bridge. Oh, that looks ugly too. I have an idea. I have a really stupid idea. It's kind of an arrow shape I'm looking to add. Okay, so I think 64? Maybe 66? 166? Um, let me check the other size of Captain's walks for pre-dread. So 1 is smaller. And then the regular one is also smaller. Okay. I'm gonna take this one, I'm gonna move it back a bit. There, and then I think I'm gonna add a backside to it, like an additional bar. Bar warning black. No. So what if I do like this here? No. Realize something. Biggest breakwater I can get. That rest angle 3, 4, 6. Like a marking. It's not quite what I'm going for, but it's kind of close. Not close at all. Actually, let me do. Where's a CV bar white? Thick double white? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Although, hold on. Let me set this to like 344 and see what it looks like here. Not awful, not great. Bar white. White, white medium. I know that was what I just put down. The red double, right? A dual. Broken safety line. Checkerboard, which is not what I. I wanted to check out these. Try to like, try 256 maybe? I want to see is if I could like something like that right there. 255 maybe? Like that would look nice. Or if I could, set this hypothetically over here. Then maybe mirror the two arresting gear over it. I'm spending way too much time on this carrier, so, but wanted to look nice. What about, I have an idea. An elevator triangle. What does that look like? Not quite what I want. Oh, this one? Nope. UV elevator, triangle dark yellow maybe? No. Is there dark, where there's some shape which I saw which was very triangular. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it is an elevator. I'm just trying to remember which one. It's not gonna be cruciform. It's not gonna be an oval. It's not gonna be a rectangle. I don't think it's gonna be a T elevator. Check the, yeah, check those. TV radius 55 foot. Probably not Actually, let's try a CV radius here. The larger version. Radius 55 foot, is that smaller? That's smaller. So set rest angle 346. What if I put that over the bridge wing? What if I just set it at the other angle? I don't know, kind of ugly. Kind of ugly. Those. A rear cruiser? No. Actually, try bridge wings 10,000 ton cruiser. 3, 4, 6. How does that look there? Especially if I like move that out of the way or remove that visual, because I think that visual just wasn't doing it for me. That kind of looks like an arrow. I might put that there. Actually, how about hmm work broken safety line white. That's too big. I think I do need a CV bar white. I'm just trying to figure out what's the appropriate size. So let's see. That one medium, thick 60 foot, and then thick. Thick 60 foot is that. CV bar white. Thick is that. CV bar. This one is that. CV bar medium, I think, was probably the best one so far, but not great. This is this one. Well, actually, this would kind of create that arrow look I'm kind of going for here. Well, it definitely ain't perfect. I don't think I want that. I don't think I want that. I don't think I want that. But I'm now thinking about doing. Well, there's the thick double white, which isn't going to work for us. I don't think any of the red's going to work. What's red danger bars? Okay, it's that. Our oh, broken safety line white, center line white 1. Um, thick double white. Okay, I know what that is. Vert stripes broad, vert stripes medium white. Vert stripes white, then warning symmetric black. The warnings for black, red, then all those, and then we get the whites down here, and then the yellows. I think we do broken safety line white and just accept how long this is gonna be. But I can get an arrow out of it. Okay, so let's do 358. I'm gonna mirror that, but I'm gonna set the position of this one. Try 190, try 170, try 160. Already 160 is pretty close. Try 158. Not quite there. 155 maybe? That's really, really close to what I want. That might actually be what I want. Okay, there we go. That's kind of an arrow on the front of it. Yeah, I think that works. I think that'll work. I'd probably like to have a line across here, but oh well. I think this will be about the best I can get it. Let me set the rest angle of this bar. Be 254, no, 256. And that's just kind of telling you, oh, that bar's you know, I'm gonna copy that bar. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna put 2 of these down. So this bar will tell you about where the catapults are. Like, you know, yeah, where to catch on the catapults. So there we go. I think that is what Joffre, or the carrier Joffre, is being built into. Or carrier Joffre and Lafayette. Yeah, I think I'm content with this look. I think I'm content with the placement of everything. Yeah, let's get her. Well, I mean, I'm gonna alt print screen, post and share your designs, and then let's get her saved and built. Excellent. That took way too long, but hey, you know, those carriers are going to go in and get a very significant rebuild. Um, I'd love to do more of this stream, this episode. Oh, I just had something lose and regain connection there for a moment. I don't know what happened. And with my keyboard mouse, I don't know, something lost and regained connection. Sorry for that. Sorry if you got annoyed, if you got concerned. That's a little bit of those like computer jump scare things where it's like, oh god, I hear a noise. What's going on? Like a Discord ping or something, which thankfully I have turned off. On the other end, that's going to eat up all my remaining money. So I'll go 1 turn. I will go 1 more turn, get 2 at class done. The Joffres are going to take, or Joffre and Lafayette are going to take 12 months to rebuild, but that's okay. We are going to lose some money for a while, but, you know, we're going to get 2 more ships rebuilt. And, you know, Dunkirk and Nantes will be done in 1 more turn. So some ships and divisions have no commander assigned, so that's just 9th Coastal. Get him. Ships in service. We're fine. I'll go 1 turn. 1 turn to cap out the episode. And as we are undergoing this turn, I should probably start doing my outro. Only 1 destroyer? Okay, the other one must have been delayed. Yeah. Well, I would normally be doing my outro right now, but like the game's still loading. Game's still processing the turn. So yeah, we do this turn and we call it there. So I guess I'll start doing it. Thank you everyone for watching this as I finish this up. Links to my Discord and Twitch are down below. If you're interested in either of those things, you can join my Discord for notifications when videos go live. I really should talk there more often. I sometimes ask for advice there, but don't often get replies, so that's a little bit of an issue. Like I wanted to do a birthday live stream, and it just didn't happen. Piss off Italy. I wanted to do a birthday live stream, didn't happen. I know thought about it. I asked for ooh, reduces enemy cap and AA effectiveness with special squadron on board. Awesome. Okay, war with Italy is now looking a lot more likely, but anyway, I will save here as everything is under rebuild, and yeah, uh, yeah, I was trying to decide what to do for the birthday thing, birthday stream. Not only well, when I wanted to do it, I wound up tired in the day because I'm on a horrible sleep schedule. So, I fell asleep and I'm like, oh, I'll probably still have enough time to do it when I wake up, which, when I woke up at like 4 p.m. in the afternoon, it's like, okay, yeah, I still have time to do it. I could start at like 5, 6-ish, and, still have the afternoon and evening. Was offered a meal, ate it, and that meal made me sick. Or, you know, was not what I needed in that moment. I think it was just too much grease. It basically horrendously upset my stomach, and I was pretty much stuck in bed and in the bathroom for like the next 4 hours, mostly in the bed for like 4 hours until that went away. And then it was just too late and I was too out of it, hungry but unable to eat anything. And it's just like, yeah, there's no shot of a live stream at that point. So sorry about not having the birthday stream. Every time I want to do a live stream, just shit happens, or I'm unmotivated, and a lot of times I'm out of it recently. And it's really, taking an hour, 2 hours out of my day for this is, or an hour, 2 hours out of my day for this occasionally seems to be the most I can just get myself to do right now, which isn't good. I need to get myself to do more. But yeah, links to Discord, Twitch are down below, and thank you, Matrix Slytherin and Naval Warfare Simulations for the free copy on this, and doing all that. And that I normally give the other spiel. You can understand why I've not been doing live streams. I really need to. So yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye!